Okay, so Covenant Summon is here featuring Kai. That's what this page itself says. When we go in, we see that there are two. That's Kai, Nature Legendary, and Ebba, the Fire Legendary. And there are some other fellows also over here like Meadow, Epic, Dark, and the Holy 3 star. And I think whosoever is there will find out. So let's start with the two legendaries, then I'll do a separate one for the other two. Or maybe, cover, let me see how long this one is. So the first one is the nature hero Kai, who's very fast. Immediately I see that. There's a rogue, so dodger. Monster Hunter family bonus is for 2, 3, 4, 5. There's an attack up. Passive. There's a special skill. When the hero casts a special skill, there is this mark that is fixed on a random enemy, and the target receives 150 damage over 3 turns. That's 50 per turn, and that thing stacks. The second passive is the character has 10% chance to drop the direct damage received from special skills to 1. So there is a 10% chance to be a Black Knight without the crappy, irritating dialogue that the Black Knight gives. Let's go into the stats. 840 attack, 782 defense, and 1429. All three good stats when I take them all three together. Very high attack. 782 is a decent defense, but the moment I look at it in correlation with that 840 attack, it's good. And just one emblem node takes it to 800, which is just a psychological number, whatever. Now the special is called Mantis Strike. Okay, that shows is designed like a mantis. So deals 435% damage to the target, which is a sniper, and does more. Summons a bone trap find for the target. The find damages the enemy 45 per turn and increases and goes up to 93. So that's the typical Monster Hunter family finds. They keep increasing. And then absorbs the health to equal to 35% of the owner's max health. The target also gets minus 50% decrease for any healing. So that's an added pain, third portion, and dispels buffs from the target at the end of each turn for 3 turns. So Kai is doing a lot of stuff, and that's what makes Kai a good hero. Just a snipe would have been no big deal, but there is a find, there's a health absorption, then there is a healing decrease and dispel of buff from the target. So typically, especially taunts when one sees, and that's going to be an issue because it does all these blah 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 and then dispels buffs from the target at the end of each turn, which means what is going to happen is if a buff is dispelled, especially like a taunt, and then comes back again, many times we face a situation where there's a buff dispel and then again the bugger fires. So this takes care of that. So that makes Sky good. I think there's a lot over here. There's a very crowded specials, and that's really cool. So this sniper is doing a lot of things. Let's go to the second one. So Fire Legendary Ebba is Monk. Monk has its benefit. Family bonus is the same. Attack up. This is the same, and this is the same. And let's go to the stats. So that's 799, 807, 1479. All three are good, especially looking at the three together. Now comes the special, which is Flail Swing, and the speed is slow. Then this guy must be doing something crazy. So let's read that. Deals 585 damage to a target. So single snipe is hard. Deals additional 260% damage to as many random enemies as there are finds owned by enemies, which means Ebba has to be used along with a find giving hero. The damage is reduced on each consecutive hit. All hit targets cannot cast any new status effect or stacks on enemies or allies for 4 turns. Now, this is very freaking powerful. This is insane. Because, slow speed, okay, there are ways to speed Ebba up in regular play. And when she fires, she basically shuts people. Shuts the opposite side from giving buffs to allies or causing or giving ailments. Wow. Or stacks or status effects and all that stopped. And all hit targets get minus 54 attack, which means their whole damaging power through special skill is reduced by more than half. And especially when I'm looking at Rush, where Alfrike is running crazy, Ebba would shut her up, full stop. And I'm not only talking about Alfrike, would shut up everybody. She's a freaking powerful hero. Where she's sniping, she's hitting multiple, and she is stopping opposite all the hit targets from casting any new status effect stacks on enemies or allies for 4 turns. Wow. Ludwig can't do a damn thing. So yeah, I think that slow speed is really justified because at average she would be insane. So, and if this same lot of specials is to be maintained, then slow, maybe there might be even a situation of her being made very slow. Because what she's doing is insanely powerful. Especially this, all targets cannot cast any special effects or stacks on enemies or allies for 4 turns. That is very, very powerful. I don't know. She's, in my understanding, deserving a very slow speed. But in Rush, really, nothing matters because whether she is slow or very slow or super duper slow, she's going to be very fast. So, Ebba is a good hero. Obviously, hunts along with a find giving ally, and then all this becomes absolutely insane. I can actually imagine if she goes along with, say, an Elizabeth. She teamed with Elizabeth, suddenly makes Elizabeth equally important, or rather more important, and fun. Because Elizabeth will slow the mana speed after the finds have moved, after she gives finds, and Ebba will catch up. Because slowing the opposite side technically makes a slow hero faster than slow, because the slow hero gets an extra turn or maybe even 2 turns, which gives time to get ready for the big hammer. Wow. So 2 very powerful heroes introduced in this summon that are legendaries. I think I'm going to cover all of them. So let's go and check. Okay, so let's catch Meadow. So Meadow is a epic 4-star dark hero. I was able to pull her with my 3 coin pulls collected from the quest. So the only reason I felt a big wow was seeing this 709 and the very fast speed combo. So that really gives the benefit of using her as a sniper. And of late, I have been using sniper. Let's talk about the hero from the beginning. So Ranger, she can bypass, family bonus, improved attack, which means 709 will go up in case there are 2. Passive this, second passive this, which means this second passive really comes in big time handy because it can save the ass of the hero to go on to cause more pain. The special is poison tipped arrow at the speed of very fast, deals 265% damage to the target, which as a percentage is, I would say, a little on the lower side. I would want this to be, if it's a hit one, then should be 350 plus. That would be cool. The target receives 402 poison damage over 3 turns. Now, this poison damage is, I would say, pretty high, because when I'm looking at it, it's 334. Sorry, 134. So 134 damage, poison damage. No, not 130. Yeah, 134. So 134 poison damage per turn, starting low and increasing with every turn. So I guess might start with 90 or something and then go up to maybe higher than that. But that is something that has to be seen. I don't remember, during beta testing, the numbers, but it might be there on the forum. We have got really amazing buddies on the forum who basically catch everything. And now that the hero is out, I'm sure somebody would have captured that particular part as to what, across 3 turns, what is the starting and what is the middle and what is the end of the poison damage. What do I think about this hero? Good hero, I would say, Meadow, for sniping away. With some emblems, her survivability will go up, but the important factor is her sniping capability will really be useful, and that poison damage for a 4-star is decent, I would say. So that's that. Let's go to the next one. Now I really like this one. Why? Holy 3-star. Adelaide, Paladin, which means reinforced defense through the talent, Monster Hunter family. So yes, I do have Dawn. If I get her, then both of them can really tango with this higher attack, but I don't know whether I will use the two of them together because I have other goodies to deal with, but she comes in handy. First passive, we know. The good part of this passive for a 3-star, that 50 damage per turn becomes high for a 3-star. For the 5-star, they need to do something and increase it to maybe 450, because the 5 stars or maybe at least 300 across 3 turns, because that changes. If they can do that, that'll make better sense, because for a 3-star, this would be a good number comparatively when I look at the 4-star and the 5-star. And it stacks. This is also cool. Going into the stats, 436, 509, 886. These are okay stats. Nomadic Hymn. Adelaide recovers 26% of the health for all allies. So she first heals at fast speed. That's what makes her absolutely cool and special. All allies get plus 195% attack and minus 35% accuracy. That only applies when the enemy has more HP than the attacker. So there is an angle of, I would say a combo of Wukong because of this accuracy crap, and the plus 195, which is conditional, both of them, is the typical Mickey without the silencing crap. So, and for 3 turns. So good hero. We'll have her uses. Also at the same time, we thought that with Wukong and Ranveer now put on the sidelines because there is a Talek and there's a Mickey and there is a Gazelle. Well, here comes a 3-star that is going to bug you. So I would like to stay with Berthulf, but then she's a healer and a buff provider. So, does 2 jobs. So instead of taking 2 separate heroes at fast speed, would like to take this 195% attack and 26% health, which means the other 4 fellows can directly kick ass. So, well, there is a twist. But good 3-star. I think that everybody will understand and agree. So there it is. Let's quickly see. Is there anybody else? Because these fellows are all distributed. But I think the new fellows are right up front. So I don't think so. That was Dawn. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, one doesn't. I don't think so. It's so far off. So that's about it. I hope this gives you some value, the thoughts that I've shared, and good luck with your pulls. And do give me your feedback as to what you think. Whatever I have share as part of my analysis from whatever bit I remember having tested these guys. Um, it's always good to get some feedback, which gives me a reverse learning. And have a nice day ahead. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.